maker if you like. You can call me whatever you like, just not late for dinner. I'm just going to make sure I am going live on my channel. I am. I can see myself. I'm just going to make sure I am. Okay, let's just hide the chats because I'm just recording this. Okay, got it. And let's just cancel. Okay, anyway, we'll just carry on. So, welcome to 2024. This is my first video, and this just happens to be guide number 2. Sorry, this is only coffee number 2 for the day. So here at RMC, or RingaMahiCrafts, together everyone achieves more. You help me, I help you. Together we can achieve some amazing projects. Quite simple. This year is all about keeping it simple. Okay, so card making. So Papercrafts, as you will know, you get your card makers, your scrapbookers, your 3D creators, and then you've got your altered art people. So I'm mainly a card maker, beginner, scrapbooker, that type of thing. I love my 3D, but anyway, we're going to go on to cards today. So let me just get rid of my awesome sign for the year. Okay, cards. I'm going to start simple. So there's lots of companies out there that make cards. I've only got a couple of companies myself. Sorry, I was just burping. These just happen to be close to my heart. I don't have any Stampin' Up product available. Okay, so this card kit comes with everything here, and you just punch it out. So it's very, very easy. So it comes with pre-printed card bases. So, sorry, what I'm showing you is some products that is kind of available. So these are all printed card bases. Pop these out, pop on your sentiment of your choice. Hey, presto, done. And yes, you can claim it that you made it. Okay, so that's like your entry-level card making. Everything's supplied. Get a basic stamp, ink pad, stamp. This one's a bit more involved. This one's also from close to my heart. This particular set comes with everything you need, from glitter paper to pattern papers to cardstock. This one came with gems, of course, envelopes and card bases. This one also came with a stamp set. Okay, so there's some more card bases, envelopes. So this just happens to be the cutting guide. So this is your instructions. So it will tell you how to cut your cards. Okay. So you just follow the prompts. I'm not one of these makers that go out and design something from scratch. I take somebody else's project and I make it, and then I make it easier. So, this is a close to my heart. Well, it's not close to my heart, to be honest. This is a cutting guide. This just happens to be a scrapbooking guide. And all I've done is I've gone through and I've chosen. So, okay. All I've done, so I've gone close to my heart. I've printed off a cutting guide. I've gone through my stash and I've picked my own papers. So these are the papers that I've chosen to use for this project. Okay. So you can pull together your own kits. I will have the links below in the guide section on Facebook, under guide 2, for all the links to your various kit. I'll put a Stampin' Up link, I'll put a Close to My Heart link. I will, yeah, so there'll be a few links over on Facebook. Right, I forgot to say, please comment on my videos, like my videos, subscribe, share, and if you so choose to wish to support me, I do have a link in the description below to support my channel with coffee. All I ask is, because I give so much away for free, and that's the way it's going to stay, if you would like to give back, it's the best way. It is a worldwide link, and you can give it in whatever currency you like. I'm not asking for money, I'm just saying it's there, because I know people do like to support various crafters. Okay, so we're going to get into the very, very basics. Card bases. Simple, very simple card, okay? So I tend to, I won't say tend to, that's wrong. So I often use Kylie Petrucci's card templates. I have had these measurements up in my group for free for a very long time. I will have a link for her page. These are only $5 New Zealand each. You can't complain at that. So what her system does is it allocates a colour and a size. Okay, so this just makes doing your basic cards easy. And it comes down, so if you work in A4, you've got your metric measurements here. Okay, even though I'm in New Zealand and we use A4, I actually stick to American letterhead, which is the typical card bases you see out there. I will show you a trick to get formats from your A4. So even if you decide to purchase, this is Stampin' Up paper, you can actually get 4 mats out of this. So I would just use a letter size base. So what I'm going to do is go through a couple of your basic cards. So this is the one I'm not overly sure on, because I don't work in metric. I learned to papercraft in inches, so that's what I do. Right, do I have another piece of paper here? Oh look, we'll use that one because I also know that's the same size. Right, so these are A4. These measure 8 1/4 by 11 and almost 3/4. Okay, so your basic card mat, if you work in A4 or letterhead, cut down the middle. So we're going to make some side folding cards. So we're going to cut this. I'm looking at my measurements here because I don't know. So 14.9, so there's 15. There are your card bases. Fold that in half. Let me just get some kind of scoring tool. Alright, let's just, as I say, I don't, that's the middle-ish, so I'm just going to do a bit of a score there. I'm missing, oh, that's right. I recently just moved everything to tidy things up in my room, but that's what's wanting bone folder. Done. There is your simple card base. Okay, we can even just do this. Cut your paper in half, fold it in half. That is your basic card base. A metric. Okay. Or you can actually go 10 and a half. Right, and now we do that. So regardless of what size paper you use, you should end up with always two cards. You should always have two card mats. So these are your vertical, these are your horizontal. Done. Thanks to Kylie, I've got all my measurements to create some layers. My card ones that I've made don't fit A4. Just saying. Well, they do, but they don't. Anyway. Right, American. Letterhead. Easy. Cut it in half at 5.5. So there's one mat, there's one base. 5.5. There's the other base. Cut that there, and I'll show you the difference. Because I know you're all going, that's the difference. Now, I'm going to say that this cardstock that I've got here, it says it's ivory. This is not ivory, this is yellow. So, let's go. So this is your traditional 4 1/4 by 5.5, which is what most people use. The reason that I use this measurement is because that's what I get my card mat in. So I get 300 GSM paper, cut it in half. All your dies and all your stamps are designed for your American market. I know it's a broad statement, and they'll say they're not, but they are. Here's why. Stamps, dies are all designed to sort of go onto this area. So this width, this height. Not this width and this height. So I got frustrated early on in my crafting. I mean, why is that one higher than that one? I must have measured incorrectly. I mean, look at that difference. That was 5.5, eh? Oh, I did this one at 5 1/4. That's right, 5.5. This one. So there you go. Look at that difference. So it's slightly wider, but it's shorter. But that little gap there is so important. Anyway, card bases. Let's look at a card mat. You would have seen this piece in my previous video. You can see that I've torn it. So for me, I'm just going to grab out the mats. So I've not decided what I'm doing here. So Occasion Craze covers, so that's the measurement to cover the whole card. So that's my layer, and I am looking for Poppy Parade. So this is my layer. It's in addition to what she's got. So this is the 4 1/8. So this just gives you a little subtle border. And then Poppy Parade, which is your traditional 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Actually, that looks really nice. I like that. So I've just got a cheap piece of black cardstock. I need to buy more. So I need 4 1/8. I'm not teaching you guys to measure. There's plenty of videos out for that. By 5 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right there. That's my black. Right, so let's get, right, so that's my black layer to go on my card base. So I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape matte card blank, which is that. Is that. Then I need my 4. So I'm doing this layer here. Right, so you can get 2 of these, you can get 4 of these out of your A4s. So you do have that teeny tiny scrap by 5 1/4. Don't worry, I'm not going to use that one. By 5 1/4. I'm not going to cut that bit. Right. So you've got your card base, you've got your first mat, you've got your second mat. This is not the colour selection I was wanting, but it's actually coming out really pretty. I need new blades. Right. Look at that. So there's your simple layering. And Kylie's cards make layering easy. So you take your card base and then you go, okay, I want something, but I don't know what. Oh yeah, that gives me nice borders. Then let's go, say here. This will give me a nice little mat. Very simple. She's very clever. Now I make no money by referring you. Just want to make that clear. That is my case. So that's that one. That's that. Right. I would like to put a piece of pattern paper on that. So these are some Stampin' Up papers from the new catalogue. So I'm just flicking through what I can find. Oh yeah, this one will work. This one will work. Poetic expressions. Okay. So I'm going to take my papers. I'm going to decide what I want. This one has cut aparts on the back. So I'm going to pop over there. Right, let's do that one. So we know that my green layer is Poppy Parade, is the Poppy Parade layer. So I'm just going to go 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Right. So first I'm going to go to my 5 1/8. And then 3 7/8. So I'm looking at my pictures to see what I can get on my card. Here we go. That just gives us a neat, nice little teeny tiny poke of colour. Tie that colour in onto our base. Done. How cute is that? So you can see I'm making this up as I go, and it's all just simple layering. Right. Pop it up there. We're just going to quickly finish off this card because we'd be stupid not to. Just saying. Right. I've got a stamp set here. I do need to change my ink pads. So I want green, black. I might just stick with my yellow. Right. 3 different companies. So I've got yellow, I've got a green that matches, and I've also got, sorry, that's my computer telling me to go walk the boys. And I've also got VersaFine pigment ink, and that is the choice of black ink that we use here at RMC. Very quick. This is going to be very, very quick because I just want to do a little hello. And I might do this one. Some of these are not good. Nice. So I'm just going to pull on a bit of white. This is going to be very quick. These are black. So I'm going to stamp the word hello. Down in the corner here-ish. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. That did not work so well. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. My stamp must be dirty. Hang on, I need to clean it. Okay. Dishwashing liquid and water onto your cloth. You can buy all the fancy stamp cleaners you like. So actually what I might do now is punch out a circle. Go to the back of that. Take this. Oh, I don't even know where my stamping mat's gone. Jeepers. Okay. Grab an old catalogue. Grab the catalogue. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Done. Get the stamper clean. That stamp, I've actually had to surgery the stamp because it came damaged and I took too long to use it. So I'm going to go with yellow. So I'm tapping, twisting. I prefer felt pads over foam. But that's a here nor there thing. That one goes there. And I do want to put a bit of detailing in this. So I'm going to put on my next. I'm making this up as I go along. This is a foam pad, so it's light taps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that does that instead. Okay, sweet, done. Right, so that's that bit. And that's how simple we're keeping this card. But wait, so that's the new catalogue, by the way. Right. Let's grab all these bits. I can't afford to lose them. So always check your stamps. If I've learnt something now, check your stamps. Stamp every single image you have. Right, so I'm just going to take, there's a layering punch that coordinates with this. This happens to be Starburst. So there you go. Can you see how I took that out of that layer? So you're never actually going to see it. So let's just throw this together. I'm going to use a bit of latex based glue for no other reason than it was the first thing I grabbed. So let's pop that down. Here's that piece we took the backing out of. And I know exactly who this card is going to. And I'm just going to quietly pop it in the mailbox. It's for I'm making it for my niece. She's just had a big change in her life. So I just wanted to give her a little card to say I'm thinking of her. And my sister and my niece just happen to live around the corner. Our bloody dogs are destroying my feet. Unsupervised brats. Right. Remember, see, paper has two sides. People will never know. Right, let's just put that onto here. And I am going to grab a little bit of foam. Right. 3, 1, 2, 3. Just taking off the backing papers. And hello. Nice and simple. Cute. I'll put in a I often have, hopefully I've got one here. Yep. So I pre-cut a lot of my inserts with a layering weight. So I pre-cut a lot of my inserts. So I'll buy a box of 100 or a packet of 2, whatever it is, and I just sit there and I cut up the entire packet into like 4 by 6. So then I can cut off that little bit I need at the bottom, or I don't need at that bottom, but it gives me the option of using it, because you often need a scrap of white. Well, I find I often need a scrap of white for my cards. Now on the inside, I'm going to tell you, always have a piece of layering cardstock, even if it's white. Okay, you need, it's gonna make it heavier than just a thin loose piece of paper folded in half. Okay, so there's a basic card. Love that. Now, other sizes that you potentially will do. This has got it. I could possibly hide that too. So the other interesting one is, can I get that out of here? No. Right, this is going to end up being stamping paper. Right, here's another one for you. This one's really easy. Card base, this is a piece of 12 by 12 paper. Cut it in half. Fold that in half. And you have a 6 by 6 card. See, that base was easy, wasn't it? Right, so this is another awesome size. That's why I pulled this one away. And I'm going to just map these up. The other one that you may come across a lot of people doing are 5 by 7s. So we're going to go 7 inches high. Keep that. By 10. So, from my understanding, this is a common size in the UK. Right. There you go. So, 5 across, 7 down. Remember, it's actually 10 across, 7 down. So there's your 5 by 7s. There are your 6 by 6s, just cut in half. And here are your A4s, your A2s, and that, what else did I have to cover? No, that's it. So if you're wanting to get specifically into card making, I would recommend you go and have a look at Stampin' Up! In your area. Well, I have used a lot of close to my heart products today. Stampin' Up! Is more geared towards your card makers. So that's it for this guide. I'm going to go make some more cards. I'll go post those over on Facebook. I will go tidy up my great big mess that I've made. And I will love you and leave you and see you all next time for guide number 3. So, tēnā koe, I love you all, and I shall see you next time. Love you guys, bye.